All right. So welcome everybody. So glad everybody is here. I see Tasha popping on. So this is our new consultant training call. This is where we're going to cover some things that everybody needs to know as a new consultant. But if you're on here and you've been a consultant for a while, it's always good, in my opinion, to have a nice refresher, because I don't care how many times I've been told the same thing. Sometimes you hear it again and it all of a sudden it just clicks and it just makes sense. Yeah, he's like, yep, that would be me. That would be me. That's why it took me so long to get where we're at right now. So that's okay. It's okay. All right. So we're going to get rocking and rolling through this. Hopefully you got something to write with, to take you a few notes. And I just want to say to all of you who are brand spanking new, welcome to Pampered Chef. Congratulations on joining the best team in the entire company. I am very proud of our team, very proud of our entire organization. I love our company so very much, and I'm just so thankful and honored that you chose this team at this time in your life, because I promise you one thing, you have joined at the right time, you're in the right place, and we're going to take very good care of you. So some of you just joined and some of you have been with us for a short period of time. So wherever you are, at whatever stage in the game, we're going to give you some tips and tricks tonight to help get you off to that strong start. So you've probably seen Dash, where you sign in with your email and your password and all that kind of fun stuff. Dash is a fabulous training site that we have, y'all, that Pampered Chef implemented about 6 or 7 months ago. And a combination of training from Dash and the training from us as your team, the training from your director, and the person who shared the business opportunity with you, you're going to get lots and lots and lots of awesome training. However much training you want, that is how much you're going to get. So if you want to learn, ask for it, and I'm telling you, you're going to learn everything you need to know. Dash is really cool because you're going to get little tidbits of information in little bite-sized pieces so that it's not so overwhelming. Now, if you start clicking through it, you're probably going to get overwhelmed really quickly. But after about 10 to 12 little pieces of training, you're going to want to have a call with whoever welcomed you into the business. So this is going to kind of be like a call that you had with whoever welcomed you to Pampered Chef. This is going to be a call that is kind of like the go-between. So you've done a little bit in Dash. Now you're going to have a call with someone to help make this all make sense for you. And I don't want you to go crazy on all the trainings. It's very easy to get overwhelmed, and it's very easy to jump into all the trainings and just get lost in it and go, what did I do? What have I done? Have I bitten off more than I can chew? But I'm going to tell you, just relax, take it one little step at a time. All right. So the most important thing that you want to do immediately with being a brand new consultant is book 4 shows in your first week. Now, I know some of you are probably thinking, oh my word, this girl is absolutely nuts. She's lost her mind. She's absolutely crazy. How in the name of goodness am I going to book 4 shows in my first week? And let me tell you why. It's so important to do these 4 shows in your first week. So imagine if you had a job in corporate America, okay? And you come home on your first day and everyone's like, oh my gosh, Robin, how did you like your new job? Wasn't it awesome? Did you enjoy it? How do you think you're going to like it? You'd be saying to her, well, I don't know. It was just my first day. It's just a job right now. I don't know if I like it or not, right? So it's the kind of same thing if you run just one party per week. You're not going to know if you like it or not. If you run 4 parties in your first week, you're going to gain skills, you're going to gain confidence in your new business, and you're going to be finding that success that you're looking for in your new business, okay? So here's another thing. If you run the 4 parties and 1 cancels and 1 flops, at least you're going to be getting a paycheck for the other 2, right? Whereas if you only book the 1, what if that was one of the 1 in the law of statistics that was going to flop? And you're with nothing, and then you're like, that Christina, she's full of crap. She doesn't know what she's talking about. This ain't making me no money. I had a show and it flopped. right? So if you book 4, one flops, let's say another one just doesn't do anything, one meets the 200 and one is really good, you've got a paycheck for 2 parties, which is awesome. So why do we want you to book 4 parties in the first week? Because it's not us doing the posting. We use a posting service with our team called Post My Party. Some of our team uses Facebook Scheduler and does really, really well at that. But no matter what, y'all, at the end of the day, you're not going to be spending all day long and all of your spare time trying to figure out what in the name of goodness to post. And you're not going to be having all of this screen time in front of your computer and in front of your mobile device, because most of you have full-time jobs and you don't have that luxury of hanging out on Facebook all day, right? So we use Post My Party so that it's so much easier to finagle and to get these parties going. So what you're going to do is once or twice per day, you're going to go onto your parties and you're going to comment, you're going to like, you're going to ask questions or answer questions. Maybe you're a morning person and maybe you want to do the postings or the commenting or whatever at the beginning of the day, like when you first get up. Maybe you're that type of person that lays in bed and plays on your phone for about 30 minutes before you get out of bed. Maybe that's you. Or maybe you're the type of person that on your lunch break, you go through your parties and you're like, okay, I need to answer that question and that one, and then I'm done, right? And then maybe at the end of the evening, you log on and you're like, oh, got a couple of questions there. Let me answer those, right? So nothing is of dire importance. Nothing is an emergency. So you can easily log on when you can throughout the day, excuse me, and answer any questions that anybody has. So don't get nervous to run the 4 per week. I will tell you this, it's easy to get nervous about it, but I don't want you to get nervous. I'm going to tell you about the people that do this and listen how they do this, okay? So we know a girl who last week, she ran 4 parties in her first week of business. And y'all, she literally made over $834 in her very first week of business because she ran 4, right? Her and her husband were freaking out. He was like, how much did you make in your first week? Holy cow, that's awesome. That was like their mortgage payment, you know? So I'm sure all of you watching and listening to this recording would absolutely love to make $800 in your first week of business, wouldn't you? I know all of us would. I would have loved that whenever I first got started. And 14 and a half years ago, we did not have virtual parties. I'm just here to tell you. So praise the Lord for that. So here's the other thing. We want you to sell $1,250 in your first 30 days of business. And how nice would it be if you did that in your very first week? So when you do the 4 parties in your first week, y'all, 95% of you will sell that $1,250 in your very first week. So why do we want you to sell $1,250 in your first week? So not only are you going to get this really nice paycheck, but when you sell $1,250 in your first week, you're going to get the ceramic egg cooker. You're going to get the silicone scraper. You're going to get the 8-inch nonstick fry pan in addition to your commission. And this is just going to be the very first little dangling carrot that they give you. So in your first 90 days, when you hit $2,500, you're going to get a, what do you call it? Oh my gosh.
Cast iron.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Yes. Oh, I haven't had enough coffee today. Cast iron skillet. Thank you. And so all of this is going to show up at your front door, and it's going to be like, here I am. Congratulations for doing your business. Then when you hit $5,000 in your first 90 days, you're going to get the entire knife block set. Holy cannolis. With all the knives, in addition to all of those other products, and in addition to your commission. Not too shabby, right? Miss Brenda's like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So when you want to start out strong so that you are earning this paycheck, y'all, I'm telling you, it is so important to listen to all of these tips and to do it step by step. And I'm telling you, you might be nervous about it, but just do it. Because what's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to get all of this stuff showing up at your front door and a paycheck. Come on, you can't complain with that. And that's all just within your first 90 days. So how in the name of goodness are we going to book 4 shows in our first week, right? That's what everybody wants to know. How am I going to do this crap? So if you have not clicked on or seen the units, UNITS, on our organization team page, the Movers and Shakers page, you should totally go there because one of our awesome directors, Miss Ruthie, she added all kinds of really cool trainings, excuse me, to our units section, all about virtual parties, how to post, how to set up Post My Party, how to link your business page, all of that kind of stuff, how to even create your business page and how to link the things together, okay? So you might want to go there ASAP and learn how to do it, because I'm telling you, it is literally step by step by step. And she is on video giving you a screenshot, or not screenshot, but screen sharing her screen to teach you step by step. If you're a visual learner, this is where it's at right there. There is even a document on there, y'all, to give you step by step words to say to your hostesses on each and every single day for your virtual parties, right? So you may be wondering, so what do I say to my host? I don't know what to do. You're literally going to copy and paste each and every day. And it's just a lifesaver. Now, we also would love if you would call people on the phone to let them know how excited you are about your new business. I know for some people this is foreign. If you are the younger generation in your 20s and early 30s, you're probably like, what? No, I ain't calling nobody on the damn phone. I will text them, right? But if you're in your 40s or above, you're like, absolutely. If I want something, I call somebody on the telephone. That's what we do, right? So we would love it if you would call people and say, oh my gosh, Becky, I've just started my new Pampered Chef business and I'm so excited. Had to call you and tell you. All right. So we have a super easy script for you to use, and it sounds a little something like this. And don't worry, we can give this to you. Hey, Becky, I'm so excited because I just became a Pampered Chef online consultant. And if you're not an online consultant and you're a cooking show consultant, simply put that there. I'm going to be doing parties strictly through Facebook, and I need 4 people to help me get started in my first week. And I thought of you because you love to cook. You hate to cook. You want to get in and out of the kitchen super fast. You are always posting cooking videos on Facebook or whatever, okay? You're going to get a free shopping spree, and you're going to be helping me get started. What do you say? Can I include you in my first 4 parties? Okay, easy as that. So we want to always let them know what is in it for them as the hostess. You never want to say to someone, hey, Janet, I just became a Pampered Chef consultant. Want to have a party for me? So what did y'all hear there? Did y'all hear that one little word? For? Me? We don't want those words coming out of your mouth when it comes to booking shows, because that is all about you. And we want to make it, even though we as new consultants want those bookings, we need to make it all about that hostess. Okay. So you are going to hear the word no from people. And y'all, it is okay. I promise you, you will survive. Every single person on our team has been told no 1,000 times, and we are all okay. After 14 and a half years with Pampered Chef, I've heard no a couple of times. I promise you, and I have survived, okay? So most consultants have a 1 in 8 or 1 in 9 conversion rate, which means you have to ask 8 or 9 people to get the one yes, all right? So embrace the no's. So if someone says no, be like, okay, no big deal. Working on my yes. I had to get that no out of the way so I can get to my yes. All right. So keep the no's coming because the yeses are coming right around the corner. All right. So we're happy to give you verbiage and word choices to overcoming objections as well. Find solutions, y'all, to their hesitations that people are having. Okay. If they say something like, oh, I'd love to, but I'm really busy, then you can say something like, that's great. We all are, and I would love to help you and your busy friends with a quick and easy solution to those weeknight meal struggles. Do you think your friends would find that valuable? And of course, people are going to be like, yeah, absolutely. Or that may just be a total no, and that's okay. We do want to try to help them overcome some of the things that they might be hesitating about. Maybe they're feeling like their house is too small or something like that. So we can come up with ways to help them overcome those. So one of the other big tips is to keep a notebook, okay? Just a little spiral bound notebook like this. And then what you're wanting to do is to keep track of all of your contacts, okay? So how you've contacted them, when you contacted them, and what they said. So, excuse me, y'all. So it could simply be like, number one, I contacted Ruthie Hanson and via text message. So I might write TXT. And then I might write that I did that on March the 16th. Okay. And then leave it blank if she hasn't said anything back to me yet. But if she replied back with not yet, contact me in 3 months, then I would write that out there. Okay. And then what I would do is flip forward a few pages and transfer her name forward so that I know in the future to contact her again, right? But if they booked and they said yes, then I simply highlight that line so that I know I got that yes. And then you'll see a trend. You'll see like 1 in 6, 1 in 8, 1 in 10, whatever that is, that ratio of yeses to nos. And you'll start having a nice running contact list, which I love that. So we also have a video in our unit section of the team page on how to create your parties on Facebook. So thank you, Ruthie, for posting those. There's also videos in our units on how to set up the pages, your business pages on Facebook, everything. So make sure you go to the units. Once you set up your business page, there's another video on how to set up a party group for each and every one of your hosts. Ruthie posted it in the comments here in the chat section, but there is also a free trial for Post My Party that all of you are eligible for. If you have not signed up for Post My Party yet, there's a 30-day free trial. And we recommend everybody get set up for that. And once you sign up for it, excuse me, let your director or your recruiter know right away so that they can share a virtual party launch template with you. And you'll be able to take that template and run with it for your very first party. And then you're going to be able to, in the future, tweak it, add your own pictures, update it. It will be your template to run with for your virtual party. So posting with the posting service is so easy, y'all, and it's so very easy to get set up. It'll be a little overwhelming at first because it's all brand new, all right? And this, Brenda's laughing because she knows, but this is what I've been telling a lot of you that are on this call right now. The reason why it seems overwhelming to you is not because you've bitten off more than you can chew or because this is not the right time for you. It is because it is brand new. When you started your very first job, or any job for that matter, you're doing something new, it is very overwhelming at first because you have to learn. But the more you practice, the more you show up, and the more you do it, the more comfortable you will be. Just like if you only ran one virtual party a week, it would feel very overwhelming. You're like, what the crap is all of this? I don't understand it. But when you run 4 per week, I'm telling you, it will start running like clockwork, and you are going to be a virtual party pro by the end of the month. I promise you. So here's the next thing I want you to think about. Pampered Chef has an incredible opportunity for people in their very first 90 days of business. And I know some of you on this call are still within your first 90 days. Some of you are within your first 30 days. And some of you have been a consultant for about 3 minutes. So congratulations. So you have an opportunity to earn a $3,000 cash bonus in your very first 90 days. Yes, that's right. $3,000, right? We have a program that's called Fast Track to Director. And the reason why we're telling all of you about this is because we don't want any one of you to miss out on this, and we don't want y'all to leave money on the table. If somebody walked up to you at your full-time job and laid $3,000 right there and said, Brenda, I have an opportunity for you to earn this $3,000 by doing a little bit of extra work, by making a few extra calls and doing a little bit more, would you be willing to do that? You'd be like, yes, I would. Thank you for that. And you would pocket that and run about your business, right? So same thing with Pampered Chef. So when you bring 5 people into the business, and in that month that you now have these 5 people, And let's say that happens to you. Let's say it happens this month, okay? You have 5 people that you've shared the opportunity with, and they've all said yes, and they've all joined your team, and they're all active with at least $150 in sales or more, okay? And collectively, the 6 of you have $5,000 in sales. You will promote to director, all right? So when that happens and you promote to director in your first 90 days, you're going to get $250 in PC dollars to buy whatever you want in the catalog, or you can use it toward conference registration or something like that. It's going to be fan-stinking-tastic because you're going to also get the whole entire spring product line showing up at your front door, all the new spring products, okay? You'll also get a raise, which we all love a raise when we all love a little bit of extra income. So you're also going to get overrides on your team sales, y'all. It is just an absolute beautiful thing. It really is when you promote. So if that happens when you're still in your first 90 days and you fast track to director, you're going to get a $500 cash bonus. Y'all, I'm telling you, $500 on top of the 250 PC dollars, on top of the spring product line showing up at your front door, on top of the raise, on top of the overrides. You get that cash bonus on top of all of that. But guess what? There's more, okay? 3 months later, when you are still a director, you get another $500 cash bonus, okay? $500. So that's a total of $1,000. And then guess what? When one of your friends on your team decides, you know what, Brenda, I want to do that too. I want to promote like you did. And she does the same thing that you just did. You get $1,000. And then 3 months later, when she's still a director, you get another $1,000. I'm telling you, y'all, this is the best gift that Pampered Chef gives new people to get you up and running to a strong, strong start. I'm telling you, that's $3,000 in cash sitting on the table just waiting for you to pick it up, okay? So how in the name of goodness are we going to do this, right? So when you're making a list today of who you're going to call, who you're going to text, who you're going to Facebook message, like Tiffany's got right there, when you make that list of people you're going to contact for shows, you're also going to be making a second list that we like to call a lead list, right? And so this list is going to be anybody and everybody that you know of that could use extra income. Who do you know that could use a side gig or that would want a side gig, all right? Who do you know that loves Pampered Chef? Who do you know that maybe lost their job, or their spouse lost their job, or they're going through a really, really tough time right now with, you know, jobs being halted because of the virus, okay? Who do you know that recently said, I wish we could go on vacation with my family, but we just really can't afford it, right? Who do you know that needs a new car, but they've said, crap, I just can't afford a new car, but I need one. This one's on its last leg, right? I don't know about you guys, but almost everybody I know could use extra money, especially right now, right? We live in a world today where money is just one of those things that we just don't seem to have enough of each and every month. There seems to be more month than there is, you know, month.
Coronavirus.
Exactly. So we want you to think of all the people that you know that could truly benefit from a side gig. At the Pampered Chef, we offer part-time, full-time, career time. This is whatever you want it to be. It's your choice. So I want you to think of who you know that told you they're going to Target to get a side job because they need extra money, or their hours got cut at work, or they're being laid off during the next couple of weeks because of the virus. So I want you to make that second list, and here's what you're going to say to those people, because I know what you're thinking. Oh my gosh, she's crazy. I just signed up myself and she wants me to ask people to join my team. This girl's nuts. Well, of course I do, because there's $3,000 sitting on the table waiting for you. And if you're not in your 90 days and you're outside of your 90 days, you still get a fast track bonus when you help someone on your team fast track. Just think about that. All right, so here's what you're going to do. And you're going to send this out or text it out or call your friends on that second list And if you call them, y'all, it's a good thing. They're your friends, right? So they're totally going to answer you. Maybe they're not, who knows? But anyway, send this message or call them. Hey, Becky, this may be the furthest thing from your mind, girl, but I just became a Pampered Chef consultant. And I keep thinking about how great you would be at this. I know you're always on Facebook, and I think you mentioned that your husband lost his job. You were looking for extra income. You were looking for a way to pay for summer camp for your kids, right? And I just know how fun this would be if we started this together. What do you think? Right? So you're telling her that y'all are going to pair up, y'all are going to team up together and do this together. Your friends are never going to be mad at you and say, the nerve of her asking me to join Pampered Chef. I can't believe she asked me something like that. She's going to say one of two things to you. She's going to say, oh, that's so sweet that you thought of me, but I actually just got another job the other day. But if it doesn't work out, I'll let you know. Or she could say, you know what, Robin? I do love Pampered Chef. Tell me a little bit more about that. What are you doing? Tell me more. At that point, you are brand new. What are you going to do is call up your director and you're going to say, Christina, Tiffany, Ruthie, whoever your director is, oh my gosh, I'm freaking out. I have someone that says they want to sign up or they have some questions. What do I do? Right? What you're going to do is set up a three-way call or a three-way message chat with us, and we're going to help you and walk you through it every step of the way. And after a while, you're not going to need us to do that, but for as long as you want us to, we will help you with those conversations, because I know they can be a little tricky sometimes because you want to make sure you say the right things. So we have consultants in their first week of business, y'all, that have 2 new team members right away. It's because it's so attractive, and 4 new team members. Yep. It's so attractive and it's so fun and everybody wants to do it right along with you. So yes, absolutely ask. And let me tell you, we don't just get paid in products. We make really good money doing what we do, y'all. We have consultants that in their first 30 days of business are making $1,000, $2,000 or more in that first month. So that's why booking those 4 parties in your very first week are going to be so, so important. Make sure that you have that full calendar. Make sure you're working with your director to get that done so that you can have that nice full paycheck. And you're telling everybody, oh my gosh, I just made $800. I made $1,000 at Pampered Chef. So the 2 list, right? 2 lists. Make sure you're making the 2 lists. The last thing I want to talk to you about really quickly is direct deposit and order payment account. All right. When you log in a Consultants Corner using your email and password, on the left-hand side of the page is what we call the dashboard. The first thing says home, then parties and orders. It's where you set up your parties and stuff. But a little bit further down is called My Account. If you click on My Account, all the way down on the right-hand side, it says Financial. Okay? You want to set up your direct deposit immediately so that you can get paid twice a month, right? If you don't set up your direct deposit right away, you're going to be waiting for a full month to get a paper check snail mailed to you. So make sure you set up deposits right away, direct deposit and order payment account. So if you're a virtual consultant, you're probably not going to deal with the order payment account much, if at all, but still go ahead and set that up, because on the off chance that someone does pay you with a check or cash, you're going to need a way to get that money to Pampered Chef to pay for those products. All right, y'all. Whew, I know this was a lot of information and I talked really fast. And you're also looking at Dash because you all just got started and you're looking at all these things. But I just want to tell you, it's really simple. Stick tight, stick close to your director, to whoever welcomed you to the business. Stick tight to the team page, go through the units, and just take it step by step, day at a time, because I'm telling you, it can get overwhelming really quickly. But if you just take it one little bite at a time, one day at a time, and rely on your directors and your team to help you, that's what we're here for. All right. So I'm going to encourage you, go ahead and make your 2 lists, your people who you're going to reach out to for parties and your people who you were going to invite to join your team, and start making those contacts right away. All right. So I hope that was not too crazy. All right. I'm going to stop the recording here.